So we finally got some good news surrounding Black Ops 4. Honestly, I didn't think that was possible. I'm thinking Black Ops 4 and good news, can those even be used in the same sentence? Probably not, but it looks like it can today. This is the exception because we got announcements for a couple different betas. And I said a couple different betas for a reason. I'm sure you guys already know what I'm talking about and what I'm referring to right now. But regardless, let's stick to the normal beta that we get every single year, and that's the multiplayer beta, which we actually got some special information about this that I'll get into later in the video. But let me just first talk about the dates, because the first time we're going to get access to any betas is actually going to be August 3rd through August 6th. It's going to be another weekend beta like we got back in Black Ops 3, but this is going to be PlayStation 4 exclusive, so if you don't have a PlayStation 4, you can't get it for this first weekend, but if you do, of course, you'll be able to get it as long as you pre-order the game. I'll get to that later in the video also, but regardless, they're going to have the first weekend that's going to be August 3rd to August 6th, and they're actually starting at 10 p.m. Oh, hey, I just thought it said p.m., but 10 a.m., that's a weird time to start. It's also ending at 10 a.m. But of course, you're going to have your second weekend. This is going to have access to everybody, including PS4 again, so Xbox, PC, and all that good stuff. Actually, PC is a little weird. We'll come back to PC in a little bit. So what's going to happen, PlayStation 4 is going to get this again, and so is Xbox One, and starting August 10th, just the next weekend from the last one, through August 13th. Again, starting at 10 a.m. I find that very weird that starting at 10 a.m. Pacific. That's still weird. AM stuff is kind of weird, but PC is a little bit different. So they are going to have an open beta for PC, but it's not exactly going to work just as an open beta, because yes, there's an open beta, but instead of starting the 10th like all the other ones on the second weekend, it's going to start the 11th and continue to the 13th. But if you do pre-order the game on Battle.net, you are actually going to get the PC beta a day early, so you're going to get August 10th. So I guess pre-ordering on PC, there is a benefit that's going to relate to this beta, but you're just going to get one extra day, which, I mean, you could judge if it's worth it yourself or not, but regardless, it is really interesting to see exactly what's going on in the PC beta. At least we're getting an open beta that people, if they have a PC, they can try out. Now, of course, there's some really big news, and this is something that everyone was hoping they were going to do, but thinking, no, they won't do it. They're not going to do it. They're keeping it too secretive. We haven't even had a real true trailer for this mode. And of course, I'm talking about BlackOut. BlackOut will have a private beta. Probably you're going to have to pre-order again. I'll come to that in a little bit, or return to that. That's what I should have said there. But regardless, it's going to be in September, probably a month later than the multiplayer beta. We're not exactly sure exact dates. We just know September, which is actually going to be a month before the game actually comes out. But what this actually means is not only are we going to get a beta, but we're probably going to see a true trailer and some gameplay before this. So maybe at Gamescom, which I believe is in August, if I'm not mistaken. So we might see some gameplay there, but what I'm hoping is that sometime during this month in July, we'll actually see some, I guess, a trailer, like a real trailer showing some gameplay in it, and then maybe again, like I said, in August, we'll see some actual gameplay, maybe at Gamescom or something like that, but we're going to have to see. But this actually gets me really interested in seeing when we're actually going to get some more information about BlackOut, because I was thinking, when are we actually going to get it? Are we actually going to have to wait all the way till Gamescom? I mean, I guess if they're trying to do it, they won't show anything about BlackOut until after the beta, because they're still trying to hype up normal multiplayer right now, and they don't want BlackOut to maybe take away from that. So maybe we won't see anything about BlackOut, and we are going to have to wait till Gamescom. So I don't know, we'll have to see. I think Gamescom is in August. If I'm mistaken, go and tell me. But regardless, we know some other information about it, and everything I've been reading for you guys right now, or just telling you where this is all from, was actually from a Treyarch blog, from Treyarch themselves on their website. But PlayStation did their own blog on this, and they gave some extra information about the game, or I guess the beta. And it's actually talking about the playable specialists, the maps, and modes that we're going to be playing on, all three of those. And what's really weird is that it's right here, according to this, and this may be mistaken, I'm not sure, but it says all 10 known specialists, are actually going to be able to be played as inside the beta, and this includes Recon, Crash, Battery, Torque, Ruin, Seraph, Ajax, Firebreak, Nomad, and Prophet. That's the 10 we've known of, but I'm not sure. This kind of makes me question if we're going to have more specialists at launch. Does that mean we're going to have even more specialists when you actually get the game? I mean, if you're going to have that variety of specialists, let's just assume like maybe 15 or somewhere around there, then maybe maybe I'm not I guess not a fan of the idea of having one specialist per team, because that was something that really annoyed me, because I was thinking, man, if somebody takes my specialist, I'm going to be so annoyed. If somebody takes my backup specialist, and what happens then? But if you're going to have a large variety of specialists, that's more than 10, assuming there will be more, then I may be okay with it. But 10, maybe it's going to be bad. I don't know, but we'll see, because I don't know, we'll just see. But regardless, it is interesting to see that if this is going to be all the specialists that we're going to be playing as them. Again, this may be a mistake by PlayStation, because this is from their blog, so I don't know, that's a thing. But regardless, the maps that you're actually going to be playing on are the ones we all know about: Frequency, Contraband, Seaside, and Payload, that we've all seen gameplay of a billion times already. But we're actually getting 2 extra maps: Hacienda and Gridlock. And we don't know anything about these maps. We only know their names from the PlayStation blog. We don't know how they're going to look or anything like that. And tell me if I'm mistaken here, but I think 6 maps in a beta is probably the most we've ever had, right? I don't think that, I can't remember exactly how World War II's beta was. I don't remember the maps that you actually played on. And for, I guess, Black Ops 3's beta, I have to say that there were only 4, right? I think there were only 4. There were Combined, Hunted, and I don't know, other ones, I can't remember. It's been like 3 years. Actually, it's been 3 years. So that's interesting to see that we're going to have 6 maps. Correct me if I'm wrong again, but I do think this is going to be the most maps we've actually had inside just a playable beta. That's just something I find interesting. It just seems like this beta is really big, and maybe that this is hinting at that everybody's been hoping for, that this multiplayer is just going to be so big because there's more resources focused towards multiplayer this year. Maybe that's what it's focusing on here, and that's the reason why we're seeing so much. Maybe we're just being too hopeful here, or maybe I'm being too hopeful here. But regardless, we also got information on the modes that we're actually being playing as, or playing at, well, no, playing, how do you word this? No, the modes that we're going to be able to play in, whatever, the modes that we're going to have access to in the beta. There, thank goodness. But regardless, oh my gosh, can't speak right now. We're going to have Team Deathmatch, kind of standard, Hardpoint, kind of standard, and Domination. So those are the main ones, but they also hinted at that Search and Destroy may also be inside the beta. And it says, well, I don't know, let me just read it straight for you, because it's kind of weird, because it ends right here. So it says Team Deathmatch, Hardpoint, and Domination. Just ends, period, right there. But then it says also be on the lookout for Search and Destroy. The first time, oh yeah, also I forgot, Control. They're just really confusing, my bad. Okay, there's also Control. So if this is all true and we are going to get Search and Destroy, Control, Hardpoint, Team Deathmatch, and Domination, that's going to be 5 different modes to play as. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the most we've ever had once again, because all I remember playing in the past in these betas were just Team Deathmatch and Domination and something else. Kill Confirmed, I think that was the last one. I don't think it was 6 or 5 like this one is. So it does look like this beta is going to be the biggest beta yet, and this really gives me high hopes for the multiplayer, because if this is just showing us that how much extra content we're going to get in this multiplayer, it really has, oh my gosh, I'm actually getting really hyped for this multiplayer, because lately I've been really grinding multiplayer lately. My gosh, I've been enjoying multiplayer so much. I haven't enjoyed, that's not whatever I said a while ago, but I haven't enjoyed multiplayer this much since all the way in Black Ops 2. I don't know what it is, but I've just been enjoying multiplayer so much. I've been so into competitive multiplayer and watching all those streams and everything, but I don't know, I'm just really excited for this multiplayer. But regardless, there is one thing I do want to talk about here at the end, and I know we're supposed to be talking about a bunch of good things right here. This is the only opportunity for good news for Black Ops 4 in like the last few months, but I do have to mention it, because the way to access most of these betas is to pre-order the game. And as most of you guys know, I'm strongly, and so many other people are strongly against the Black Ops Pass. And oh my gosh, man, I really do want to get this game. You guys don't understand. I am so flippin' hyped for Black Ops 4, but that Black Ops Pass scares me away so much. And oh my gosh, I'm over here thinking, oh, we got some private betas that's going to be the biggest multiplayer beta ever. We're also going to get ourselves some BlackOut beta, or there's a Black Ops Pass. Come on, Black Ops Pass, fix your crap Treyarch. Let me pre-order your game for I get access to these. Just do the smallest change for I can have an excuse to just say, okay, I'm getting this stupid pass already. Do something, please. I just want to pre-order the game to get access to this beta, but holy crap, you're making this such a pain. Why do you have to have this Black Ops Pass? This would be perfect. I'd be so insanely hyped for your game right now. I could ignore all those other complaints people have because I don't agree with them, but this Black Ops Pass, Why? Why is this a thing? Just give us a normal season pass. That would be better, because I don't like the idea of 4 less multiplayer maps. But regardless, that's just a big complaint that I have, that hopefully they just change up for I can finally have an excuse that the reason why I could actually pre-order the game. But anyways, this video has been going on way too long. I don't even know how I ended this, but it ended up being this long. I can't speak in this video, but I'm not editing it or restarting, because screw that. And God bless America and Happy New Year. But anyways, that's about it for me. Tell me what you guys think about this beta. Do you guys actually think this is probably going to be the biggest beta? And the reason it's going to be the biggest beta is because there's going to be just so much content inside the multiplayer? Or do you think that they're just putting too much into the beta or something like that? And also your thoughts on the BlackOut beta. Are you excited that they're doing this? Personally, I'm just so happy, because I like, especially for it being such a change for Call of Duty, they really do need to test it. And that's the reason why I really hope for a beta. And that's why I'm so glad to see that they're actually doing a beta, because if BlackOut came out on launch and holy crap, imagine if that was the buggiest game ever. Imagine, oh my gosh, that'd be the worst thing they could possibly do. So I just think it's a really good idea to have a beta for BlackOut, and I'm just glad to see that's the case. But just tell me what your thoughts are on all this stuff down in the comments. But if you guys did enjoy the video, or at least found it entertaining, then go ahead, do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, and especially bell. But I'm gonna go, and I'll catch you guys in my next stream or video.